Okay, today we're working in Plymouth, Michigan, and we're going to be doing some work at the there's a big Catholic church out here, Our Lady of Hope, and I'll give you an idea of where we're at. So we're up in the upper church area. This is in their offices, and we're going to be taking care of this area right here. As you can see, a lot of water got in here, did some damage, so we're going to take care of it, make it all new again. There's another area in the hallway that we're still getting set up on. Another area that they got water to, and they got a new roof now, so we're not going to have to worry about that anymore. So I have determined the best place to take a print and make the tool is off of here, because this is an undamaged area. This area is looks like it's it's going to serve the purpose to make the tool. What I'll do is I'll duplicate hand cut a tool that matches all of this, and make a slide box to where we can basically throw the mud up there and just scrape it down, and it'll work out. We'll make it beautiful. Looks better already. Not. Yeah.
Should be good here, huh?
Yeah, just get her all scraped down where there's nothing loose. We're going to use some of that as a backer, instead of filling it all in again. We can run screws in it and make sure it's solid,
Yeah.
Countersink them. We'll get her.
That's loose, huh?
Yeah, if it's loose, take it off, man. Dig it. You don't want to patch over anything that's loose, because you'll be tearing it off later, so you might as well tear it off now. Okay, I wanted to give you an idea how we go about making the trim and the cove sealing and matching it all in together. We build slide boxes. These are made out of like the plaster's not going to stick to it. It's mostly like a plastic coating. And we make it's a very primitive knife, but these are our tools that we make. Basically, I have found that we can cut these very cheap, knives that you can buy at Home Depot, and make tools out of them instead of making them out of metal. Metal takes more work. It's very hard to cut into the stuff in the corners and making it just right, but I can give you an idea on how we do this. Of course, I brushed all this on. This is our like maybe 2-3 coats, so and our results are, of course, you'll have to go over this a couple times to get the waste off of it. A little bit of polishing at the end, but it is the way that they did it back in the day. When I say back in the day, that was even before me. We're talking, sometimes maybe 1800s, 1700s, but this is how they did it. Just like a snowplow. This is a little piece of trim that goes up on the upper level. I'll match all 3 of these pieces together and come up with that. Well, I'm going to give you a shot of this. We just brought these over here. We're going to let them dry out. The little pieces I cut in like 2-foot pieces only because they're too hard to handle. They'll break really easy. Once they're dried, and you can just put them in like tile. And this bigger piece, I'm going to let it dry over the weekend. Most time I make, I'm going to make another batch because you never know, you could have an accident, something could crack, because I'll put these in like tile, like I said, and I'll drill holes through the top of these to have set screws to hold it in place long enough for it to, adhere with the plaster on the back. Okay, we're going to run another batch. Okay, this is the last day on the church job here in Plymouth, and we're going to give you a shot of the finished product after we got it all done and got the mess cleaned up. As you can see, I'm really good on replacement of all the crown molding. This was 6 different pieces that we had to make and put them all together like you seen in the video there. Got her matched in pretty good. Not easy at all. But we got her. This is all primed out, ready to paint, which I like doing that because then that way I can see if there's any problems, I can get it taken care of. But yeah, it turned out really good. And we got the other part in here, ceiling. We had to match in with texture. That's not an easy job either. You gotta have some skills with that stuff. It's still drying, but as you can see, did a pretty good job. Once that dries up, they're gonna paint the whole ceiling anyway, so it should look pretty good. Here's the bathroom shot that this is where that giant pneumonia hole was that we had to cover up that had the heating tubes in it. I think it turned out really good. Looked fantastic when they painted it. Got my daughter here with me today. Who needs a maid when you can just have a daughter,
Whatever.
Like I said before, whatever doesn't kill you will make you cry. You'll be all right.